Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the next episode or this episode of CWN Sports. Man, what a busy week and weekend of sports. Um, I don't know where to start first, but I'm going to just go ahead and just get it started with the UFC. At UFC pay-per-view, Conor defeats Nate by a majority decision at the MMA event. Conor won by the welterweight bout 48-47, 47-47, 48-47 Saturday at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Anthony Johnson beat Clover knockout 13 seconds into the light heavyweight match. Donald Cerrone, welterweight fighter, knocks out Rick Story in a second round at UFC 202. Saturday's victory improves Cerrone's record to 31-7 by knocking out Story within 2 minutes and 2 seconds into the second round. Now he's recently moved up in the weight class from the lightweight to the welterweight. Chen Ming's welterweight fighter wins about with Sabe by technical knockout at UFC 202. Victory came in second round Saturday match, which left Hamilton bleeding from the forehead. Means who now has a 26-7 record and won 6 of his last 7 fights. Brock Lesnar, a professional wrestler for the WWE, challenged mixed martial artist Conor McGregor to a fight. Brock Lesnar said to Sam Roberts on Friday, "If Conor McGregor wants to say some stuff about me, he needs to say it in my face." Now SummerSlam. What a pay-per-view. Alrighty, a lot of stuff happened pretty quickly. Plus a very special appearance by a returning diva. Kickoff show, Usos, American Alpha, the Hype Brothers defeated Rizzo, whatever. The Sanction and Bondurance by pinfall. Sami Zayn and Neville defeated the Dudley Boys. Sheamus defeated Cesaro. That was the best of the 7 series match number 1. Jericho and Owens. We already know the Canadians teamed up against Enzo and Big Cass. Jericho and Kevin defeated Enzo and Big Cass. Bad news for the Sasha Banks fans. Charlotte won the belt back. Okay, I'm just going to say it like it is. Intercontinental Champion The Miz defeated Apollo Crews. Bad news for the Cena fans. We lost the franchise. AJ Styles defeated John Cena. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson defeated the WWE Tag Team Champions The New Day by disqualification. There was a split decision. Jon Stewart made a surprise visit to SummerSlam again this year. But somehow things didn't turn out too good for the New Day. WWE World Champion Dean Ambrose defeated Dolph Ziggler. Now, you remember, before I get to this match, the reason why I had to stop there is because one of the wrestlers, named Miss Summer Rae, failed her drug test, so they had to bring in somebody else to keep this match going. There was somebody that made a comeback. Nikki Bella came back to the WWE last night and teamed up with Natalya and Alexa Bliss. they defeated Becky Lynch, Naomi, and Carmella. So welcome back, Nikki Bella. Finn Balor defeated Mr. Seth Rollins to become the first WWE Universal Champion. I've seen the pictures on that match. I didn't get to see the pay-per-view at all. I'm just telling you what is on the script. I did see the pictures and the pay-per-view. So far in those pictures, words mean 100. In those pictures, it's worth 100 words. The U.S. Championship match did not take place after Roman Reigns rendered Rusev unable to compete. There was a fight that broke out before the match even started. It took several officials, including referees, to separate that fight. Rusev is injured. The main event was a good one. Brock Lesnar defeated Randy Orton. TKO. Brock did a F5 on Shane, so we'll know what happened on the next WWE. Pictures are coming in from Randy Orton on his Twitter. Randy Orton has 10 to 12 staples in his head. For those who thinks WWE is fake, you're wrong because their facial expressions tells the whole story, and that never lies on live video, such as this. TNA, remember, Bound for Glory is live October the 2nd. Lucha Underground Season 3 premieres Wednesday, September the 7th. Only on the El Rey Network. No other channels will be covering that. It doesn't matter who else is telling you what. El Rey Network is only covering the Lucha Underground matches. Let's see what else I have before I get on down the list somewhere. Remember, Total Divas premieres on Wednesday, October the 5th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The 6 1-hour episodes will give the viewers an exclusive, intimate look into the VIP lives of the Bellas and their fellas. John Cena and Daniel Bryan, as the four of them really lives underneath the same roof. We know that Nikki Bella just returned to the ring. Just mentioned that. That was a big surprise. We had a kind of a rough idea, but we did not know when she was going to return. So there you go. Let's see what else. Oh, NXT. Before I get to the Major League Baseball and football. Alright, we know that NXT was in New York, and it was a good one. It was the Brooklyn, New York Takeover number 2 for NXT. Let's go through the results. Austin Aries defeated Noe Jose. Amber Moon defeated Billie Kay. Bobby Roode defeated Andrade Almas. NXT Tag Team Champions, the Revival versus Johnny Gargano and Tommaso. The Revival defeated them. The NXT Women's Champion, Asuka, defeated Bayley. There was a pretty good match. Sanuski defeated NXT champ Samoa Joe. That's it for the wrestling segment of this broadcast. Let's go for the Major League Baseball. Starting off, where I normally start off with American League. Let's hit the East first. This time I'm going to start with the bad standings, then work up to the good standings. Something different. Let's see how this works out. The Rays, their standings are 52 and 70. The Yankees, those darn Yankees, 63 wins and 60 losses. Orioles 67 wins and 56 losses. The Red Sox 69 wins and 54 losses. Blue Jays 70 wins and 54 losses. Good job, Blue Jays. In the Central Division, the Twins, they managed to just call it quits because they have 49 wins and 75 losses. Those White Sox, I think they're going to end up just keep on losing. 59 wins and 64 losses. The Royals 64 wins and 60 losses. Tigers 65 wins and 59 losses. Good job, Indians. 71 wins and 51 losses. Over at the West, the Rangers. Let's first start with Anaheim. Sorry about that. The Angels of Anaheim. Call it quits, dude. That includes you, athletes. The Angels 52 wins and 72 losses. The Athletes 71 losses and 53 wins. Those Astros looking good this season. 64 wins and 60 losses. Mariners 66 wins and 57 losses. And those darn Rangers, good job this year. 53 wins and 52 losses. Let's talk about the scores from yesterday. Blue Jays and Indians game, good game. However, there had to be a winner and there had to be a loser. Indians, you won it. You walked out of the game fair and square, 3-2. Tigers, good job. Tigers defeated the Red Sox, 10-5. Dodgers versus the Reds was a heck of a game. Dodgers win that one fair and square, 4-0. Too bad for the Texas Rangers because they lost against the Rays, 8-4. Braves versus Nationals is a rivalry game. However, there had to be a winner and 7-6. Braves did walk out of that game fair and square with that win. Marlins versus the Pirates. Marlins walked out with that win, 3-2. Astros versus the Orioles. Good job, guys. Houston Astros won it fair and square without cheating, 5-3. Cardinals versus the Phillies. Phillies didn't have time to really do a thing on the field because Cardinals kicked their butt, 9-0. Athletes versus the White Sox. Good game, pretty much a rivalry game. White Sox did walk out of the ballpark with a win, 4-2. Royals versus the Twins, good game. However, there had to be a winner and a loser. We know it's a rivalry game. Royals did walk out of that ballpark with a win, 2-1. Angels versus the Yankees, good game. There had to be a winner and a loser. But however, Angels walk out of that ballpark, 2-0. Brewers versus the Mariners, good game. Very close. There had to be a winner and there had to be a loser. The Brewers did walk out of that ballpark with a win, 7-6. Rockies versus the Cubs, good game. Cubs didn't really have time to catch up with the Rockies because the Rockies went home with a win, 11-4. Those Diamondbacks and Padres game, great game. Diamondbacks never had a chance to catch up with the Padres. Padres went home with the win, 9-1. Mets versus the Giants. The Mets still went home with that win, 2-0. Man, good games yesterday. Let's talk about today. And wow, there he goes. Alrighty, guys. Dodgers versus the Reds today at 12:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on SNLA. Astros versus the Pirates, 7:05 p.m. on RTSW. Nationals going to be facing the Orioles tonight at 7:05 p.m. on MAS2 on this game's going to be a good one. Red Sox versus the Rays, 7:10 p.m. on NESN. Make sure you check out this game on FSWI at 7:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because Rockies and Brewers going to go at it on the field. FSSE channel at 9:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Braves versus the Diamondbacks. There is a good game today. Indians versus the Athletics at 10:05 p.m. Also, there is another good game at 10:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Cubs versus the Padres. And those darn Yankees going to go against the Mariners on the Yes channel at 10:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you check your local listings for the time and the channel. Channels are able to go haywire half the time, if you know what I mean. Alright, NFL. Great games, I tell you. I don't know even where to start on this one, guys. And I've been on air for a little while now. Let's see where we can. Oh, heck with it. Let's just start off on Thursday and end with the game on Saturday. I know my brother-in-law is going to be teasing me on the Houston Texans and the Saints game, but I don't care. That's how we do things in our family. We love to tease each other. On Thursday, great game. Eagles versus the Steelers. There had to be a win and loser, but however, the Steelers never had time to catch up with the Eagles because the Eagles went home with the win, 17-0. The Bengals versus the Lions was a good game. However, the Bengals win that one fair and square, 30-14. I can't believe this happened. The Raiders lost this game against the Packers. We don't know what happened there. I've been trying to get my hands on the gameplays, but seeing how the Raiders didn't pull the rabbit out of the hat to win this one, Packers went home with a win, 20-12. This was a good game, and I know that pretty much straight. I guessed it right. Patriots did went home with a win against the Bears. It was a very close game. It was a battle on the field. Two teams were fighting each other, blood and sweat on this game. 23-22. Patriots did went home with the win. I could watch that game over and over again. But however, I had to go to another game. Falcons versus the Browns. Falcons did went home with a win, 24-13. Vikings versus the Seahawks. Man, 18-11. I don't know what's going on with those Seahawks. But however, they are tied up with wins. Pretty much, Vikings went home with that win, 18-11. Redskins, good job on the win against the Jets. Y'all deserve that win. You went home with that one, 22-18. Cowboys, you really surprised me on this one. I thought the Dolphins were gonna really much kick your butt. However, Cowboys won this one fair and square, 41-14. Cardinals versus the Chargers. Chargers win that one fair and square, 19-3. Panthers versus the Titans, good game. I could see that game every day. 26-16. Panthers went home with the win. We don't know what's going on with the Giants, but it was a rivalry game, so give it a little bit of credit. The Bills went home with the win, 21-0. The game Ravens and the Colts was a good one, very close one, ladies and gentlemen. The Ravens went home with a win, 19-18. Jaguars versus the Buccaneers was a good one, a very close one actually. Both teams fought it out pretty good. However, there had to be a winner and there had to be a loser. The let's see. The Buccaneers won this one, 27-21. Before I get to Texans and Saints game, so let's go down to the 49ers versus the Broncos. Pretty good game. Sorry, Broncos didn't win this one. The 49ers did, 31-24. The Rams versus the Chiefs. Good game, very close one. It was a fight pretty much a fight, sweat, blood, the whole 9 yards, but there had to be a winner and there had to be a loser. And of course, the Rams knocked it off, went home with that win, 21-20. Let's talk about this game. I know my one of my family members gonna come at me on this one, saying that the Texans cheated, which they didn't. I saw the game actually. Fair and square. It was good. It was a good game. It was a fight. A pretty good fight. I tell ya. The Texans versus Saints. That is a rivalry game every year in the playoffs. However, scores don't matter in the playoffs. So 16-9, Texans went home with the win, and preseason 2 was 16-9. Yeah, I'm gonna rub it in your face. 16-9, Saints lost that one. We still don't know what's going on with the Saints. How come their defensive side of things are looking horrible this year? We don't know what is going on. But let's go on to this week. It's going to be a good week in the third week of NFL. On Thursday on NBC, tickets is still available. Check it out at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on NBC. The Dolphins going to be facing 1-on-1 with the great ones, the Falcons. At 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will not stay up for this game. It's going to happen only on the NFL Network. Cowboys versus the Seahawks. Tickets are still available. The good game. The 2Ps is going at it. Patriots versus the Panthers. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The channel is still to be determined. However, you can catch it on the NFL radio on Sirius XM. Sorry about that. I lost my train of thought. On Friday, Bills going to go 1-on-1 with the Redskins. 7:30 p.m. On the NFL radio. Channel is to be determined. But I have a feeling that is going to happen on the NFL Network. Steelers versus the Saints. Man, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. TV channel to be determined. However, you can catch it on the game radio. Buccaneers versus the Browns. Going to be a good one. CBS on Friday, 8 p.m. Also Friday on NFL Network. Good game. Packers versus the 49ers rivalry game. 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again on the NFL Network. Tickets is still available. Tickets are also still available for the 1 p.m. Saturday game on NFL Network. Chiefs versus the Bears. I want to check that out. Alrighty. Promise me that y'all will. Let's see where I'm at. My computer decided to go haywire. On Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the NFL radio. Lions versus the Ravens. Or technically the game radio. The Colts versus the Eagles. That's going to be a good game. It's going to happen only on Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Those New York Giants going to be facing the Jets again. Rivalry game. I love watching that game. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the game radio. On Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on CBS Network. Titans versus the Raiders. That's going to be a good game. Rams versus the Broncos. Going to be another good game. The channel is to be determined at 9 p.m. However, you can catch it on the game radio. On the Fox Network, ladies and gentlemen, Chargers versus the Vikings, 1 p.m. on Sunday. Also on the Fox Network on Sunday, it's going to be the Cardinals versus the Texans. I know Texans going to win this one. Cardinals is looking weak this year. Also on Sunday on NBC, Jaguars versus the Bengals. We don't know who's going to do this one or win this one. 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll find that out pretty quickly. I got ticket to the standings on NFL. Waiting on the computer to quit going haywire on me. Don't know what's going on, but let's see what's going on that one. I have to restart the computer, if you know what I mean. Alrighty, let's see what's going on for the preseason, alright? How to restart everything. Sorry about that. Y'all ready for this one? I know I am. So I can do whatever I want to do today. Let's see. Again, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. My computer decided to go stupid on me. Alrighty, let's go to the AFC East. I want to start with the Miami Dolphins. They have 1 win and 1 losses. The Buffalo Bills, 1 win, 1 losses. New York Jets, 1 win, 1 losses. Then the Patriots, y'all looking good this year. 2 wins and no losses. AFC North, let's start with the low scores first, or the low standings. Pittsburgh Steelers, 2 losses with no wins. Cleveland Browns, 2 losses. Cincinnati Bengals, 1 win and 1 loss. Baltimore Ravens, 2 wins with no losses. Jacksonville Jaguars, I don't know what's going on with you. However, you lose anyways every preseason. At the end of the year, 2 losses and no wins. The Colts, 1 win and 1 losses. The Titans, 1 win, 1 losses. Houston Texans, 2 wins and no losses. AFC West, Raiders, y'all are looking good. However, hold on for a moment. The Chiefs, 2 wins, no losses. 2 losses and 2 wins. Denver Broncos, you're tied up 1-1. The Chargers, you're tied up along with the Raiders 1-1. NFC East, New York Giants, 2 losses. The Redskins, Cowboys are tied up 1-1. The Eagles is 2 wins, no losses. NFC North, 2 losses. Detroit Lions is tied up 1-1. Green Bay Packers, 2 wins. And Vikings is 2 wins. The NFC South, man, New Orleans Saints, we don't know what's going on. No wins, but you got 2 losses. Buccaneers and Panthers, you're tied up 1-1. However, the Atlanta Falcons is 2 wins and no losses. NFC West, Arizona Cardinals, 2 wins. 49ers and Seahawks tied 1-1. However, the Rams has 2 wins underneath the belt with no losses. Now to the local sports. I'm in Waverly, New York, and this week, our local team in high school football is going to now work out with their pads. So we're going to see how they come up with. Okay. Now I do have news from the Major League Baseball New York Jets. Dwight Gordon, former Major League Baseball pitcher's son, releases a statement about the father's health. We as a family are currently planning his best course of action. He was addicted to the drugs, so I'm praying for him. Patriots running back Dion Lewis is sidelined indefinitely after a second knee injury. Dion Lewis needs to follow up surgery on the ACL in his left knee which was torn in November. Uh, he reportedly had a chance to return to the field this season, but this time he cannot finish out the season due to that one. So get well soon. Hope to see you next season. Well, that's it for this little episode. You can always catch me on iTunes on CWN Sports if you miss a single episode of the action. It's always good on hashtag CWN Sports. We'll see you on Wednesday with the results on Monday Night Raw and also Tuesday Night SmackDown. And I'll try to wait until the other uh, games, like the other things like CWC and NXT is done, but I have to come back on Wednesday to give some results and give some updates in sports. See you on Wednesday.